Well, I don't know where you're at in your walk with Jesus, but my guess is that many of us are familiar with Jesus, that we know the stories of Jesus. We maybe even been following and walking with him for a while. And I just want you just imagine for a second to being one of Jesus' disciples. You're like doing life with him. You're traveling with him. You're seeing the miracles that he's doing. You're learning from him. You're spending a significant time with him. And we're going to be in John. And one of the things that's really interesting to me, looking at the disciples, sometimes you think, man, these guys they're idiots. They're so stupid. And the reality is, man, we're stupid too. We lack a whole lot of understanding. So even though these disciples have been with Jesus for a long time, here's just a little bit of just a window into their lack of understanding sometimes. And so here's what it is. We're in John 13. It was just before the Passover festival. Jesus knew that the hour had come for him to leave this world and to go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. The evening meal was in progress, and the devil had already prompted Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot, to betray Jesus. Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." "No," said Peter, "you shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." And so here's what I want you to realize that Simon was not understanding there. And it's this, is that Jesus came to fully give and fully serve. And to walk with Jesus is to fully serve and love others. And it's amazing to me, Simon Peter, you're just like me, you're an idiot. And the reality is you don't realize the full extent of what it means to fully serve, to fully love others. Here's how it ends in that, it continues here in verse 14. This is what Jesus says. "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you." And so guys, let's figure out what it looks like to wash people's feet. The reality is serving others like Jesus is even more difficult than you even think. It's even more humbling than we can even imagine. And it's so worth it. So figure out today, who can you love? Who can you serve? Whose feet can you wash today? Have a great day.